Hey, gaffers! Aaron here. What type of fuel do you use for your car? Well, anyways, right now, the hubbub in American politics seems to be the oh-so-interesting environment. You see it on the news, you see it on Facebook, you see it on MySpace, or even the hit mobile game Greppolis, that all our energy consumption is emitting all these greenhouse gases that could present a danger to the environment in the future. And that's a no-no for those flowers over there. Currently, I don't know if you've heard, but there are these funny things called biofuels that help these problems. Yeah, biofuels. Good stuff, right? Currently, there has been technological advancements in the field of chemistry that has been involving these fuels. These fuels being biodiesel, biokerosene, and bioethanol. Let's start with the biodiesel. That car right there, it exploded because they didn't use the right type of diesel. The source for biodiesel, and for a lot of other biofuels for that matter, comes from animal fats and animal and plant oil. What you can do to help in this process is cook eggs.
Go ahead, cook them.
After I threaten you to cook some eggs, the remaining residue can be filtered and delivered to a processing plant. That is where the fun begins. You see, there's this epic thing called triglyceride, where basically it's glycerol, but connected to 3 fatty acids. When they react with the alcohol, it separates the glycerol and the fatty acids and makes an almost identical version of diesel.
Is that biodiesel?
Oh my god! Biokerosene is okay. Oh no, that plane must have used biodiesel instead of biokerosene because it had a higher temperature and a lower content of volume. But yes, biokerosene is primarily used for the thing that flies and lands. I don't know if you've heard, but there's this little tiny controversy behind the substance that we call biokerosene. You see, in Dutch, they made this system where you sell your waste for plants to farmers in Indonesia, and they promise the farmers profits if they grow the plants. Well, the problem with that is that it would take 43 million hectares of land. 106 billion acres of land. Not to mention the production of these plants are very much lacking, and they cause widespread poverty in Indonesia. Anyways, let's go on to another biofuel that does stuff. Stop not using bioethanol as your primary source for car gasoline. The process for making bioethanol is pretty epic if I do say so myself. They do this by grinding the cornstarch and mixing the water. Then after that, they heat it to 400 kelvins, which releases the starch molecules. It is then fermented, and fermented even more into a solution of carbon dioxide and ethanol. As a result, we learned that some biofuel is good for you, and some is not. Some can be utilized from the kitchen, others can be utilized from the lab. But most importantly, some sustain the environment, but others need a little more refinement. I am the Gaffer Aaron, and this is your daily news. Not daily, but we're doing something here, and this is actually the part of the skit where I improvise. This is not part of the script. Goodbye.